Tonight, when you close your eyes and drift into sleep, something strange is going to happen to your brain. It will not rest. It will not go quiet or dim or power down, the way a machine does when no one is using it. Instead, it will ignite, and it will start telling you stories you never asked for. You have done this every night of your life. You have done it as a child, as an adult, in sickness, in health, through grief and joy and numbness. You have done it in every culture that has ever existed on this planet. And for most of human history, no one had any idea why. But the real answer is far stranger than you ever imagined. Dreams are not random noise. They are not your brain misfiring. They are not the chaotic leftovers of a tired mind replaying your day like a broken projector. Dreams are a system, an ancient, ruthlessly efficient system that has been running inside you every single night for hundreds of thousands of years. And understanding what that system actually does will change the way you think about sleep forever. Let's go back, way back. Imagine your ancestor, not your great-grandmother, not your great-great-grandfather. Go back further, tens of thousands of years further. Picture a human being crouched inside a shallow rock shelter somewhere on the African savanna, the sun long gone, the darkness absolute, the sounds of the night pressing in from every direction. This person is about to fall asleep, and the moment they do, their brain is going to do something extraordinary. It is going to simulate reality. Not remember it, not replay it, simulate it. Build a full, three-dimensional, emotionally charged world from scratch, populated with threats, with allies, with landscapes, with situations that may or may not have ever happened, and run that simulation at full speed while the body lies completely still. Why would evolution produce that? Why would a brain that needs to conserve energy, that needs to repair tissue and consolidate memory and regulate hormones, spend its most vulnerable hours generating elaborate fictional experiences? The answer begins with a researcher named Antti Revonsuo. In 2000, Revonsuo, a Finnish neuroscientist and philosopher of mind, proposed something that shook the field of sleep research to its foundation. He called it the threat simulation theory. His argument was simple and devastating in its logic. Dreams, he said, are not random. They are biased. Heavily, measurably, systematically biased toward threat. Look at the content of human dreams across cultures, across ages, across centuries of recorded history, and a pattern emerges that is impossible to ignore. We dream about being chased far more than we dream about being safe. We dream about falling, about losing control, about confrontation, about death, about failure, about danger closing in from all sides. We almost never dream about filling out paperwork. We almost never dream about sitting quietly in a comfortable room with nothing at stake. Revonsuo's insight was this: your dreaming brain is not entertaining you, it is training you. Every night while your body is paralyzed and your eyes are sealed shut, your brain is running threat simulations, rehearsing danger, practicing your responses to situations that could kill you. Think about what that means for your ancestor on the savannah. There are no second chances out there. A predator that catches you off guard kills you. A rival who ambushes you kills you. A wrong step in the dark, a misjudged threat, a moment of frozen panic when you should have run, kills you. But what if your brain could practice those moments while the cost was zero? What if every night, tucked safely inside your shelter, your nervous system could run hundreds of simulated danger scenarios, sharpen your threat detection, calibrate your fear responses, rehearse your escape routes, and then send you into the waking world slightly better prepared than you were the night before? That is what Revonsuo argued dreams are for, and the evidence is striking. Children who have experienced real trauma dream about threatening situations at dramatically higher rates than children who have not. People living in genuinely dangerous environments, war zones, areas of high crime, regions of extreme food scarcity, report more threatening dream content than people living in safety. Even across cultures with radically different belief systems and social structures, the bias toward threat and dream content holds steady. Your brain is not dreaming about danger because it is broken or anxious or unwell. It is dreaming about danger because that is what it was built to do. But here's where it gets stranger. Revonsuo's theory explains the content of dreams. It does not fully explain the mechanism. For that, you need to understand what is actually happening in your brain during the phase of sleep when dreams occur. You have heard of REM sleep, rapid eye movement. It is the stage researchers discovered in the 1950s when a scientist named Nathaniel Kleitman and his graduate student, Eugene Aserinsky, noticed something nobody had ever documented before. The eyes of sleeping subjects were moving. Not slowly, not randomly, moving rapidly, purposefully, in coordinated bursts, as if tracking something happening just behind the eyelids. When they woke those subjects during REM sleep, the subjects reported vivid, narrative, emotionally intense dreams almost every time. This was the moment sleep science changed permanently. What Kleitman and Aserinsky had found was a state of sleep that looked, from the outside, almost nothing like sleep at all. During REM, your brain activity is nearly identical to your waking brain. Your neurons are firing at waking rates. Your emotional centers, particularly the amygdala, the structure deep in your brain that processes fear, threat, and emotional salience, are actually more active during REM sleep than they are when you are awake. More active, your fear center is working harder while you dream than it does during your actual waking life. Let that settle for a moment. At the same time, the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for rational thinking, for reality checking, for asking, wait, does this actually make sense, is significantly suppressed during REM sleep. This is why dreams feel real. This is why you can be chased by something impossible, in a place that has never existed, doing something that defies physics, and your dreaming brain will not question it for even a second. The logic filter is offline. The fear engine is running at full power, and your brain is using this window to do something Matthew Walker, a neuroscientist at the University of California, Berkeley, and author of one of the most important books on sleep written in the last 20 years, describes as emotional memory processing. Walker's research revealed something that reframed how scientists think about dreams entirely. REM sleep is not just running threat simulations. It is doing something even more sophisticated. It is stripping the emotional charge from your memories. When something painful or frightening happens to you during the day, the memory of that event arrives in your brain carrying a full emotional payload. The fear, the shame, the anger, the grief. The memory and the emotion are fused together. But during REM sleep, Walker's research suggests your brain replays that memory in a neurochemical environment that is almost entirely free of noradrenaline, the stress chemical. Your brain is reviewing the file, but with the alarm system switched off. It is re-experiencing the event without reliving the emotional intensity of it. And over successive nights, this process gradually untangles the memory from the raw emotional pain attached to it. You still remember what happened, but it stops feeling like an open wound. This is why time heals, not because time passes, because you sleep. People who lose REM sleep through alcohol, through certain medications, through sleep disorders, often find that their emotional memories do not process correctly. The wound stays raw. The threat feels present even when it is gone. The past refuses to recede. Walker has argued that this is one reason why post-traumatic stress disorder involves such persistent, intrusive re-experiencing of traumatic events. In PTSD, the normal REM processing of emotional memory is disrupted. The brain keeps returning to the wound without ever completing the repair. Dreams, then, are not just threat rehearsals. They are also therapy. Every night, your brain is both training you for danger and healing you from the danger you have already survived. Now think about what this means for you. You live in a world your dreaming brain was not designed for. Your threats are not predators in the dark. They are deadlines and social rejection and financial pressure, and the slow accumulative weight of 1,000 small stresses that never resolve into a single moment of fight or flight. But your dream system does not know that. It is still running the same ancient software. It is still scanning for threats, simulating danger, rehearsing responses, processing emotional residue, using machinery built for a world of immediate physical peril and applying it to the abstract, chronic, low-grade stressors of modern life. This is why you dream about showing up unprepared for an exam you took 15 years ago. Your brain has translated threat of social failure into the closest physical world equivalent it can construct. This is why you dream about falling. Your nervous system understands height as danger. It has understood this since long before you were born. This is why the people you love appear in your dreams distorted, changed, sometimes threatening. Your brain is not telling you how it really feels about them. It is running simulations, testing scenarios, asking what if, preparing for the unexpected. Your dreams are ancient. They're older than language, older than agriculture, older than any civilization that has ever risen and fallen on this planet. They are the night shift of a survival system that has never once stopped working. And so tonight, when you close your eyes and drift into sleep, and the stories begin again without your permission, remember what is actually happening. Your brain is not wandering. It is working. It is doing what it has always done. In every human who has ever lived, in every shelter and cave and hut and bedroom across hundreds of thousands of years of human history, it is keeping you alive, one dream at a time.